GearNetwork.com.
Hey everyone, John Cimino here for the Gear Radio Network, and you have asked and asked repeatedly, what is up with the app? We know you have one, and you never push it, you never do anything with it. Well, guess what? We got a better one, and it is free, it is absolutely available for you, and there's so much more you can do with it. Visit GearNetwork.com and click Get the App. It's up on the top banner, or if you're feeling really brave, head to gearnetwork.mobapp.at on your mobile phone and your mobile phone's browser, and you can take Gear Network with you wherever you go. Listen to every show on the Gear Network right from the app. You can view all of our social networks in real time. You can read Gear Network and BLTDsports.com blogs in real time, and you can also shop Amazon and help us out and help you out. It is free. Did I mention that? Again, gearnetwork.com or gearnetwork.mobapp.at. Download it right now. This is a Gear Network production.
Hello, fellow listeners. This is Matt here with my lament, letting you know that muscle relaxers are not conducive to social activities. In this episode, you'll notice me even more incoherent than usual, also possessing a tepid energy. This was due to a few glasses of wine and 10 milligrams of Flexerol. Sure, I felt amazing, but what you're about to hear will make you think twice before experimenting with those depressants. The more shite you should fucking know. Now enjoy Misguided Musings episode 19, The Casting Couch. It's a real shaker.
This is the NSA. Do not listen to this program.
The following is a misguided production. It's Monday, June 20th, 2016, and it's time for another episode of Misguided Musings with Sarge, Jesse, Matt, and your host, Jordan. Produced by Tom Turnup.
Hello, and welcome to episode number 19, the Casting Couch episode, where we have a full boat, and we bring you through the...
Matt, I think the child you have locked in your closet has escaped. You may want to go lock that one up.
Actually, I think that would be my daughter screaming.
All of my children are in napkins in my room.
Oh, I'm so ham-fisted.
Oh, man.
Oh, come on, Matthew! God damn it.
Says the guy who can barely fucking talk right now because he's so doped up on Ambien. He's about to Tiger Woods his way into his closet.
I'm glad England took over.
I got
the
a
country.
9-iron somewhere.
Matt, if you're lucky, you have a 1-iron. And I'm not talking about the club.
So welcome to episode number 19, our Casting Couch episode.
No creases.
And,
What?
What the
Fuck is he talking about?
apparently we've ironed out all the kinks. And so,
That's how children ended up in my napkin.
I imagine Jesse's room, his top sheet is just like a sheet of glass. If you were to touch it, it would just shatter.
Now I'm picturing a very deranged place with like meat clavers and fucking snake posters.
So before the episode, we fed
place.
Matt 2 tabs of acid. So
Right
this
now
will
he's
be a
fighting
fun one.
Right now he's fighting a dragon in his living room.
Matt has 104 fever, and he's just trying to power through it.
And he keeps telling us to call him Khaleesi. I'm not really sure if he is with us right now.
Nope.
He's gone. Matt's gone. I think
So our
he's dead.
first segment...
Semen coma.
He's definitely in a semen coma.
celiacs. Back again, my friend.
So back to Jesse masturbating. Jesse, I heard that you use the oil of Olay cream, the anti-aging stuff.
The anti-aging...
So his
It
dick's
makes
12.
it look so young that his girlfriend's actually legally considered a pedophile.
Listen, my anti-aging cream is called being biracial.
The only thing that seems to age is your hairline.
Yeah. Goddamn white half.
Actually, I don't know if you've ever seen Jesse smile, but the wrinkles on his forehead are awesome.
No, the wrinkles are in the back of my head, and you well goddamn know that.
It does. It looks like Jesse's smuggling a package of hot dogs.
No wonder he keeps trying to get us to go over his house for a barbecue. He's trying to get all those hot dogs out.
The back of my head may or may not look like a pug.
I would love to. I would love to just steam the wrinkles right out of the back of his neck. Oh boy.
This is a good start. Definitely a good
How
start.
about that boxer Muhammad Ali, huh?
I know people who are looking to have paint cans mixed. They're very sad right now.
Oh no.
Oh,
Float
he
like a
went.
butterfly, sting like a vibrator.
It was his last knockout.
Oh, I don't feel good about this.
It's just half of you that feels bad about it, bro. Actually, no, it is pretty sad. He's a big, good friend of Hunter S. Thompson. And I read this great article. Muhammad Ali didn't let anybody smoke cigarettes around him. And he and Hunter S. Thompson got so close that Hunter was the only person allowed to smoke around him. And it was a really good article. I think he did it in Rolling Stone, but it should also be, if you're a fan of Hunter S. Thompson, it should be in The Great Shark Hunt. It was a really good book.
Do you think he only ever ordered fraps because the other drink made him sad?
I heard he was great at masturbating. He didn't really have to move much.
He ordered one of those things because he was happy that he could finally buy a me weight.
And on this week's edition of Why We're Terrible People, oh god.
His favorite song he would sing to himself was "Me, Rattle and Roll."
I thought it was Shake It Off.
No, he was really great at developing Polaroids.
All right, next topic.
subject for a tragic slice of life movie.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What, Kimbo Slice died. That was
Yeah, no, we heard that. We just chose to ignore it.
Kimbo Slice was like Mr. T's hobo cousin.
It was like if Mr. T was, well, I guess Mr. T just homeless.
I just said that.
Mr. T hooked up on crack while drinking 40s of Colt 45. Yeah,
So next
well,
segment.
that was racist.
Jesus Christ, Matt. We're not even 5 minutes in, and all of a sudden you're going to have to go with the racist joke?
Once again, the
stereotype.
liberal says the most racist thing.
This is what happens when everyone needs to step in and stop England from holding their territory.
Speaking of that, did you guys see the fights between the Russian soccer fans and the British
They
soccer
were all
fans?
staying in Uncle Tom's cabin tonight.
Why? What the fuck?
God.
What in the actual fuck?
Actually, you know what? So no, let's this is good. This is good. Did you guys hear that
No, it's not good. There's no way to spin that and be good.
No. Did you hear about the play Hamilton won like 11 Tonys for being a hip hop version of Alexander Hamilton's life?
Yes.
I shit you not. They made a hip hop version of Alexander Hamilton's life. I think that's kind of funny.
You know what's amazing to me is there's so many people who are outraged about this hip hop version of Alexander Hamilton's life. They didn't even know Broadway was still a fucking thing.
I actually forgot that the Tonys even existed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all these people are so up in arms about it. I'm like, dude, you haven't been to a Broadway play in like 20 years. They had to make it relevant to someone.
Also, I'm amazed you're unaware of it. It's a very popular name.
Yeah, Jordan, yeah.
Tonys?
Yeah, you were unaware that Tony's, yeah.
Oh, dad
bask
joke.
in the
That was a
garbage.
dad joke.
Bask in the
That
garbage.
wasn't even a dad
all
joke.
of
That was
you.
like a great-grandfather joke.
It was, and I want you to bask in it.
Jesse, you've been relegated to Matt for the rest of the segment.
I doubt
and Matt
that.
has been relegated to my mic stand.
Matt has been acting about as tolerant as Song of the South tonight.
He's like Walt Disney's
Yeah,
dirty
look
little
that up.
secret, the person.
Yeah, look that up. That's not going to show up in the Princesses catalog.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I hate
boy.
to do it, but so over the
What
weekend
happened?
there was that shooting in Orlando.
Oh, yeah.
And that's really sad. The only reason
Way to let the air out of the room, bro.
the only reason you know what though
No jokes here.
Yeah,
we
there's
mentioned
really nothing.
it. No. We mentioned it when the attack on the Bataclan happened, and I feel like we at least we owe it to the people who died to mention it now. But anybody who politicizes this right now is a fucking piece of shit.
Absolutely.
I just have to put that out there.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. Like, I got a lot of friends that have a lot of opinions on Facebook. Opinions on Facebook, what a big shock. But one of the things that really frustrates me is that, it wasn't even 24 hours after this whole thing happened. You've got these people that are talking about banning guns or banning Muslims, and honestly, like, none of those things are going to be an effective solution. And the other thing that frustrates me is you've got these same people who, like, 20 minutes later are posting fucking reviews about this stupid Voltron cartoon they saw. Like, oh, I'm just going to post this on Facebook, and then I fixed it. There you go. It's done. Problem solved, guys. I changed my fucking AVI to a rainbow flag. Whole situation's over with.
If you're one of those Christians who hates the LGBT community and you now hate Muslims because this guy killed a bunch of people, you are a fucking piece of shit. That's where I go with that one, because I've seen so much about, like, there's this pastor who's like, oh, they all deserved it for living a sinful lifestyle. Buddy, I'm sure you've never committed a sin in your life. They're fucking garbage human beings, and I hate that we even have to talk about this, but I figured we at least owed it to the LGBT community that we at least.
No, you're right. I mean, we can't let it go, but it's a bullshit fucking situation, and I think it's even more bullshit that you've got this group of people who, on the one hand, are like, oh, we can't have gay marriage, they can't use these bathrooms, they can't do this, they can't do that, but oh, my prayers go out to their family because they've been killed. It's kind of like talking out of both sides of your mouth. And I think it's really fucked up that they're doing it, especially because it's an election year. These people don't.
It really proves those people that are arguing that people who are LGBT are a threat to the community. Yeah, clearly not the case.
Yeah, I feel like they're probably not the ones that we should be concerned about.
No, absolutely.
Let's change the subject.
And you know what?
We're just going to get mad if we keep going.
Just one more thing. If you call this whatever radical Islamic terrorism, you're just a fucking asshole, because this guy was American and he is just a fucking hate crime. So
also,
he was a bigot.
It was just hold on though. It was actually just reported today.
He's a self-hating gay.
It was reported today from Gawker and I think it was the Orlando Chronicle, that not only was this guy a regular at that club, but he also had a profile on a gay dating app. It didn't specify which one.
Grindr.
Was it Grindr? But yeah,
it might have been.
We're not really talking about necessarily an Islamic terrorist, as we are talking about a guy who, for whatever reason, was wildly repressed, and he finally snapped and took it out on the one community that probably would have accepted him the most, which is even more pathetic.
Yeah. So, what I want to do is I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to run some commercials from the Gere Network here, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about an upcoming field trip that we had and a field trip that we just recently went on. Well, some of us anyway. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, and welcome back. So real quick, we're going to kind of tease an upcoming field trip that we have. Sarge had done a lot of work on this, and I have to give him all the credit. He found a way for us to go to a Boston Cannons lacrosse game. And we have press passes. We're going to interview some players. But our whole goal is to interview players and not ask them any questions about sports whatsoever.
That's the plan. That's the plan. And so let me give you the backstory here. Some supporters of the show, Frank and Bree Uni, good friends of ours, they gave us their season tickets, and then they introduced me to some great people. Yeah, they introduced me to some great people, and those great people introduced me to more great people, and the whole thing snowballed, and now we have a friend of ours in the organization who is really putting himself on the line to give us press passes, and we're going to do our best to not embarrass ourselves.
To which I tweeted that was his mistake, and he instantly liked it and retweeted it, so I think we're okay.
And this is a great opportunity for us to show our fans how much we don't like them, by offering them one free ticket to have to sit next to us at the game. So if you want to be a part of our trip to the Cannons at Harvard Stadium on Thursday, June 23rd.
We're not paying for your flight.
We're not paying for your flight, but just add us
on Facebook and Twitter
at Boston Cannons with the hashtag embarrass me in public. Hashtag embarrass me in public. And that's at Musings Podcast and at Boston Cannons.
You can sleep in Jesse's child quilt.
What?
What is he?
What happened?
I think what Matt was trying to say was you can stay at Jesse's apartment, and if you're ovulating,
and sleep on his crusty sheet.
I have two roommates and a girlfriend. No one's staying here. They can stay with Jordan or Christian and be around families.
This is not a joke. If you want to come,
go to Jesse's apartment.
God damn it! I knew it was coming.
No, if you want to attend the game with us, Just hashtag embarrass me in public and at Misguided Musings. at Musings Podcast and at Boston Cannons. And you might be the lucky winner who will get to hang out with us as we do terrible things to you.
He's the closest one that lives to the stadium.
Yeah.
We may or may not give Matt 3 muscle relaxers and send him to talk to your boss.
I'm going to clean that up.
No, honestly, I went to the game, and I got to tell you, it was unbelievable fun. I didn't know what to expect because I don't really know much about lacrosse. My daughter just started playing, and my friend Frank has been playing for a million years, and he's really good. And he bought these season tickets a few years ago, and he asked me if I wanted to go, and we sat behind these guys that are the fan club for the team, and each one of their jerseys says Ball Busters on it, and they literally spend the whole game harassing the away team. And the best part about it is the away team turns around and interacts with them, blows them kisses and leers at them angrily. It's really a lot of fun. I was super surprised. But yeah, it's going to be a great time. And I can't wait to get some great audio. And we're going to see how this turns out. Hopefully they'll ask us back. Hopefully they won't have us arrested.
I actually know a ton about lacrosse because I went to Sunday school and I also know French.
No, Jesse. We'll talk
it's
offline,
fine,
buddy.
Jordan. It's fine. We'll talk offline.
It's what they nailed Jesus to.
Oh, there it is.
Well, no, the lacrosse players didn't nail Jesus to it. That was another group.
And it wasn't the French who did.
I'm
It
just
was,
talking about
you know
lacrosse.
Yeah.
Native Americans, you plick.
What happened?
I don't think Matt realizes that we're laughing at him, not with him.
I'm going to try and clean this up and put a nice, neat little bow on it. If you as a fan want to come to the Boston Cannons game with us and live tweet the game, we're going to do a video feed on Facebook and on Twitter. You will go to our Twitter page, at Musing Podcast. You will follow us and tweet at us with the hashtag Embarrass Me in Public. You will also follow the Boston Cannons.
And at them as well.
Which is the at Boston Cannons. Like us on Facebook, same hashtag, Embarrass Me in Public. We'll pick a random listener, whoever does this, and we'll bring you with us. You pay for your own transportation to there. We'll meet you out in front of the stadium. It's at Harvard Stadium in Boston. And you can sit with us. You'll probably come on the field and get to meet players, and then you'll probably get kicked out of the stadium with us too, so that'll be kind of fun.
And I'll give you a free back massage.
Perhaps one of us will Uber pool with you.
Ooh. I think that would probably be Jesse, considering he's the only one who doesn't have a ride.
Yeah, we'll go Dutch on it. Okay.
I will walk. Goddamn.
All right, now why don't you guys talk about your field trip?
So the great and powerful wizard, Matt and myself, went to see Eagles of Death Metal 2 weeks ago or something like that. Basically after we recorded EODM, yeah, for those who are in the know.
It's very different.
So
EDM is very different from Eagles of Death Metal.
So the Eagles of Death Metal put on a fucking phenomenal show. They had Thelma and the Sleaze open for them, and they were okay. They were pretty good. They got better towards the end of their set than the beginning of their set, but
kind of droney, but they kind of had the muscular riffs and the rocked.
So, and then Eagles of Death Metal came on, and they played for an hour and a half. It was a fucking phenomenal show, and we were all...
No breaks in between. It was just fucking riddling. It was awesome.
So we were all up front, and actually Tom almost got into a fight with a guy because at a rock show, you typically tend to kind of be excited. You jump around, and Tom was jumping into the guy next to him, who was the best way to phrase this, douchebag wearing a jean vest with a white t-shirt and acid wash
and ironic glasses.
Very ironic glasses.
So basically 75% of the people who attend an Eagles of Death Metal show in Boston.
No, actually, because the rest of us were all pretty normal, except for the one guy. There was one guy that we need to talk about in a second, but let me finish up this. So Tom is jumping into this kid, and I think Tom realizes the more he does it, the more the kid gets pissed. And so at one point,
he started
pushing Tom, and he elbowed me, and I yelled at the kid, and I said, "You do it again, and you'll pull back a bloody stump." And he basically stopped pushing Tom. He kind of moved away from me because I wasn't gonna fucking stand for it. And the rest of the show, he and his friend were pretty quiet, but his friend had a fucking faux hawk with mutton chops, and he was wearing a Union Jack flag shirt that Matt kept yelling at him for, because Matt's Scottish and hates his mother country.
And unions.
And being awake, apparently.
Yeah, well, Matt's in a constant battle with being awake. He's really brought the energy to the show. This must be the Wake Up Too Early at Gone Fishing episode.
I've always wanted that title.
Excellent reference.
That's why they call it ambient, because he's become ambient noise.
So
He's like the end of an EDM concert right now.
It was
when all the
really-
fans are leaving, just play Matt
Actually, it's
talking.
more appropriate. When you take too many Ambien, you wind up saying, "Am I being weird?"
Jesus Christ.
Oh, and then a blonde Swedish woman throws a 9-iron through your back window as you drive away.
And then Bill Cosby shows up and things get real weird.
Why do they call it roofling if you always end up on the floor?
Would you like a Jello shot? Boobity pop.
Why is it called a prophylactic when I'm so against it?
Oh boy! So the Eagles of Death Metal is a great show. Tom loved hearing.
That's very energetic.
Matt was really energetic and drunk, so that was awesome. And we got to see Dave.
We got his attention.
Yeah,
a couple
we did get his
times,
attention
too.
a couple times. We actually forced them to close the shades in their bus because after the show, we walked out and started screaming to them. And Boots Electric noticed us, and he gave us the rock on sign. And then some random hand pulled down a shade in the bus, and I was like, oh shit, we probably blew up their spot. They didn't want.
And that's when the magic starts.
Anyway, Matt kept telling him that Scotland loved him and that he blew them kisses too. I forgot to mention that. So anyway, we're going into the show from Boston Beer Works, which is down the street from the House of Blues. And there's this guy walking down the street, and I shit you not, he's wearing sweatpants, flip-flops. He's wearing a weird kind of like wintry but not too wintry
Golf
jacket,
hat.
and he's got
cap.
no. This is the guy with the ponytail.
Oh,
And he's got a duffel bag. He's literally walking into the show with a duffel bag. And I'm like, this ought to be interesting. And so we get to the front of the line with our tickets, and he's in front of us, and they make him open up his duffel bag, and they go through everything. He literally had to empty out his duffel bag. Then they told him he had to check it at the coat check, and so he goes in. And meanwhile, while he's kept checking his shit at the coat check, we're not allowed to go in. And the bouncers are like, maybe you don't bring a duffel bag to a show that had a terrorist attack in Paris not even like 3 months ago. Maybe you watch out for that. So he gets in to do the coat check, and they finally pass us through. And he's telling the woman behind the coat check how violated he felt. And I was like, does this guy just not realize how much of a fucking moron he is?
He's like, I made my own Swedish meatballs for this, and I just want my pressure cooker, and I don't see the problem as to why I can bring this in the show.
Jesus Christ.
What happened?
This is the first time I bring my authentic AK-47 markup to a show. That's for sure.
Listen, guys, I can't buy propane in Watertown anymore because of that.
So, but seriously, I'm like, and he was like, I mean, he was as Irish as they come, and I watched him at one point.
Well, they do come a lot. They've got like 500 children a family, so.
Well, it's only for Catholic. So, fact, not opinion. And so I watched him during the show, and like he didn't like move. Like he didn't like. There was no movement in his body. He was literally watching the show and just standing. It was really uncomfortable just to like watch his presence in general. But yeah, I just maybe you don't bring a full duffel bag. I mean, and it wasn't like it was like 85 degrees, and this dude's wearing sweatpants and like a light winter jacket.
It's amazing.
It really in flip flops. That was the best part is he was wearing and they weren't just gym pants. They were sweatpants that had the elastic at the ankles. He wanted to make sure his ankles were warm, but didn't want his feet to be too hot. So anyway, it was a great show, and I'm glad that we all did that field trip because it was totally worth it. So we're gonna take one more quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna have a field trip that Larry went on for us. and I'm going to talk about the Bernie supporters in the post-California primary. So we'll be back.
Is politics bringing you down this year? Do you feel disillusioned by the two-party system, corrupting your ideals, and using every tragedy for their own political gain? Well, we have a solution for you. It's the Bush League Beer Background Lager from this summer's ISIS Signature Series. Go down to your local weapons store. Background Lager, chug the beer, and feel free to buy any automatic weapon without the government blocking your arms and blocking your trigger. So this summer, register to cock and release your love gun by chugging a Background Lager from Bush League Beer. It's liberty one shot at a time. The Background Ale is not only a non-alcoholic root beer, it's also certified halal. Bush League Beer believes all religions should be able to release their load, except for Catholics. The NSA approves this lager.
And welcome back. So I'm going to preface the segment a little bit here. We decided that we were going to send our field correspondent Lawrence out on a field trip.
Unpaid intern.
Yes, our unpaid intern had to go find a specific item that we sent him to look for. Our friend Maynard, who works at the shop that we sent Lawrence to, worked with us to hide. He worked with us to hide all of the product that Lawrence was looking for. And so Lawrence was sent to an adult film store to look specifically for a BBW blow-up doll. And what happens next is Lawrence's interaction in the adult bookstore, the adult film store, trying to find a BBW blow-up doll that doesn't exist because we had Maynard take it off the shelf before Lawrence got there. So here you go.
Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Lawrence, and the guys have sent me on a little mission today. I've discovered that BBW is not a punk band. It is in fact a brand of pornography, and so I've decided that I'm going to go and see if, they make sex toys for all different kinds of lives, and I want to see if they make them for BBW. So bear with me, I'm a little nervous, and we're going to go in the store. Here we go. Good evening, sir. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm terrific. So I was, I was wondering, I was in the market for some BBW sex toys.
We have the Fuck Me Silly Mega Masturbator.
Is that BBW, or can I see one?
There's some BBW porn over there on the wall.
Oh, no, I was looking for more like a... Oh, dear Lord, is that what that is? Good... Is that... Oh yes. My God, you put it right there, huh?
Oh, yeah, everybody likes that.
That's not exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something more for, like, Melissa McCarthy sized.
Oh. Well, we have the Buster McNutt squirting dildo. It's very realistic, 9.25 inches.
Dear God. No, that's absolutely not what I'm looking for.
How about a Fleshlight Suck-It Draft?
A Suck-It... That looks like a beer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Dear God.
Ooh, the Fleshlight Sword. You might like that one.
I'm very uncomfortable right now. No, this would be sex toys designed for, like, bigger ladies.
How about Doggy Style Debbie?
Close. We're getting there. No, what we're looking for is something like, like a big lady.
I mean...
Like a blow-up doll? Do you have any big blow-up doll ladies?
I mean, how big are you looking? We got a Fleshlight Girls, Lisa Ann. I mean, have you ever seen Cheese? Sure, she's pretty big.
Jesus Christ. Is that... Oh, wow. That is
a Rimba inside-out dildo leather brief.
Holy God. No, See, this is the problem with our cis-heteropatriarchy society, is that we don't really honor... We're fat-shaming with our normal lives and not no sex toys that have bigger ladies.
So the Vicky Quickie pocket pussy doesn't interest you?
Let me take a look. Dear sweet God, is that a thing of lube as well? A lubricant?
It's on sale, $22.95.
Is it petroleum based?
Yes.
I have an allergy. Oh, no, that is not what I want. That is not what I want at all. You guys are ridiculous. I want to talk to the manager.
I kind of am the manager. My name's Maynard.
A Maynard?
Yes, Maynard.
That's a name you don't hear very often.
Oh.
Is it a family name?
It's my family. My family name.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what it would be, I guess. Who else is family, right?
Do you have a smartphone?
Yes, I do.
Because we have a oh my bod next to a Blue Motion G-Spot vibe. I know you're a man, but, if you're looking to please your lady, you can just hook this dick right up to your phone. And
there's the dick I can hook up to my phone?
You can hook anything up to your phone these days, sir.
What a time to be alive.
Yes.
Oh, no, we're getting off topic. So the only thing you have is a couple of videos of very large women. Oh, dear God, how much is this one?
There's $39.95.
I'll take it. Anything else that, so you don't have any sex toys? This is ridiculous.
Oh, we have plenty of sex toys. How about a DeWalt reciprocating saw bit?
That just attaches to a saw?
You can do whatever you want with this. We don't discriminate.
Okay, well, thank you, shopkeep. I think it's time for me to go.
So now, we didn't bring. Oh boy. We didn't bring Lawrence onto the show. He was a little embarrassed.
Bring that DVD in, though.
But we do want to see what he bought because, as our friend Maynard explained it to us, it might have been fat women sitting on skinny men. And so we are really hopeful that we can convince Lawrence to show us. Now, if you have any ideas of where we should send Lawrence on field trips or Lawrence on the street, please tweet them at us at Musing Podcast, or send them to us on Facebook on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Misguided Musings. We'd really like to send Lawrence places and have him try and find interesting things.
I want to send him to an Irish immigrant bar. I think that would be hysterical.
I would like for him to get someone's number. I think that's the goal for the next episode is we'll send him to an Irish bar and have him try and get a girl's number at the Irish bar.
Oh, God, that'll be fantastic.
I also want to...
Lawrence trying to pick up women.
Yeah.
Instead, he picks up a junkie from Quincy.
So you mean any woman from Quincy, right?
Yeah, basically.
I'd also like to send him in...
I'm just kidding. There's plenty of women in Quincy who aren't addicted to drugs.
I'm surprised you got through that with a straight face. I would also like to send Lawrence to like Shaw's and have him buy a single grape. That would be so good. All right.
Oh man, sir, it's not even coming up as an ounce. Just take it. No, I want to pay for this.
I did talk to Lawrence the day after he went to the shop. He was a little happy about us misleading him on the BBW. He was not pleased about that, and he also asked me if I knew where he could buy a drill. So I'm a little concerned with what he purchased.
God, Christian!
Oh boy!
I mean, the tape cuts out before he finishes the sale. God knows what he actually bought.
And I was really.
We should tell him he has to bring his receipts so we can reimburse him.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. All right.
18th century fucking Renaissance kinks. Ugh.
What?
The Renaissance?
Wherefore art thou, boner?
It seems like something Larry might be interested in, actually. It's just them.
Yeah, all right, let's run with it. We'll look it up.
It's just a porn of them doing Chaucer.
And all the music is just like, it's that creepy harpsichord music in the background.
Harpsichord? We need to start making a list of American words that Matt can't say.
We're going to just call them Mattisms.
The harpsichord and
man.
the films.
Swash on chicken.
And the word three.
And swash on chicken. As opposed to swash off chicken. Jesse, where's the dad joke on that one?
Chicken, you fuck.
I know.
You missed it, Jesse. All right.
God damn it.
All right. I want to talk about Bernie supporters post-California primary because it's gotten to the point now where Bernie's staying in the race, even though Hillary's got the majority, clinched the majority of delegates that are elected delegates. And so now you've got all of these Bernie supporters who want the delegates who are super delegates to do what they didn't want the super delegates to do in the beginning, which is vote for the person who's not in the lead with the popular vote because they want their candidate in still.
It's interesting how nobody wants the Electoral College until they want the Electoral College.
And I mean,
I don't think anyone ever wants the election.
Well, it's funny you say that because there's been almost, I think I read almost 100 attempts at eliminating the Electoral College, and every single one of them has failed.
Well, it'd be nice to eliminate the Electoral College. I think the popular vote should be the vote that goes. I mean,
oftentimes it is.
But
the thing is, the whole reason the Electoral College exists is to eliminate the possibility that someone worse than Donald Trump could become president.
And, I mean, do we even know if the Electoral College is accredited?
Touché.
Do they have a degree in gender studies?
Is it for profit?
Oh, it's definitely for profit, Matt. Definitely for profit.
Absolutely.
I'd like to see the BS degrees that come out of there. See what I did there in the Bachelor's of Science?
That was good. The
masters take control of the election.
I just did a Jesse thing where I made sure my joke and it got nailed home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you explain it afterwards, just in case someone might have missed it.
Because that makes it funnier.
It makes it the best, you know.
So,
good time.
I just think it's kind of funny because you have all these like liberal kids who are the kids who grew up with getting trophies for coming in last place, who are now like, but it's not fair because
I don't get a trophy.
At least it came in a place, dude.
Okay.
So I mean, Bernie doesn't get a trophy for coming in third. You mean? I don't understand.
Last place.
You know what I think is really kind of sad is that Bernie Sanders came in ahead of Ted Cruz.
That's not sad. I don't think
ahead of a Bush brother. He came in ahead of
why is that sad?
5 or 6 people that actually could have probably handled being the president.
Yeah, but you know,
Ted Cruz has creep.
Yeah, he does have creep face, but Bernie Sanders looks like a living postmortem.
I'm fine with it. He's like a fun Larry David.
He does. He does look like a fun Larry David. I would have a beer with Bernie Sanders if that were like the only criteria for a presidential candidate. Shit, why not?
Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean, if he was just like a grumpy old grandparent,
before we get better choices.
Yeah, right. I'm starting. This is probably the first time in history that I'm actually considering voting for Hillary Clinton. I'm not going to, but I'm considering it. Feel the Johnson, baby.
So,
Gary Johnson, feel the Johnson.
I'm all about the Johnson. Nope. I think
I've heard that about you.
Listen, I can't get behind the Johnson.
Can you get in front of the Johnson?
No, I don't think I can.
You're the kind of guy who strikes me as a get in front of the Johnson.
Not in front of the Johnson guy.
Like get in front of the Johnson and then like bend over to tie your shoes while looking back coyly.
I just tend to leave Johnson out of the equation.
Including your own. Bam! I'm on fire. Nailed it.
It goes away with antibiotics, Christian.
That was savage. Randy Savage. Meaning that a drunk drove into it.
After your Memorial Day barbecue, he didn't drink 2 beers. He drank more. He drank more than 2 beers.
Oh, yeah. Snap into a neck.
Jesse, you did it all wrong. It was more like, oh, yeah. Snap into a...
Somebody better warn John. We're going to do another wrestling
on the
joke.
Gere Network.
Oh, boy.
So,
talking wrestling.
Yeah, we heard you, Matt. No, we got you.
No, I got it. Ready? Better Live Than Dead.
Get ready, America.
Misguided Musings on the Gere Radio Network. Oh, wait, we don't do the old one.
Oh, he died of a heart attack while driving. I feel like
oh, no.
I think actually,
it was the Beatus. Someone sent him a bag of dicks. The Beatus got him.
You know what I think it was? Is his heart was probably just like, I can't handle this anymore. I give up.
I gotta stop yelling.
His heart was like, I'm coming for you, Randy.
I'm the cream of the crop. Oh, yeah.
What you gonna do when your heart comes for you, brother?
No, Christian, that's the wrong 80s steroid
That's Hulk
wrestler.
Hogan. That's Hulk Hogan.
That was Hulk Hogan.
But Hulk Hogan is his heart. That's what I was getting at.
Oh.
Yeah, he had...
Too many Slim Jims.
God, these Slim Jims are clogging up my arteries.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, we're really pushing this one. This is going forever.
I should never ask.
I've got some mean indigestion. It's burning my throat. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, my shoulder hurts so much I'm pumped.
I fought Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. My old right side is going numb.
That's a stroke, you jackass.
No, heart attack. That's your left side for the
It's the left side.
Not a
It's
heart
the left
attack.
side.
You get paid on your left side.
Oh, I'm sweating up a storm. I'm like a 2-year-old in a topless bar. Oh, yeah.
Why would a 2-year-old get sweaty at a topless bar?
Milk from boobs.
Why is a 2-year-old at a topless bar?
Hold on.
Well, now we know Jordan's not actually selling cell phones.
All right, I get a different one. Ready? Oh, yeah, I'm sweating like a priest in a confessional.
Nope, that was terrible.
Nope. All right, we got one more. I got one more.
You could have said Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, yeah, I'm sweating like a whore in church.
Now you're just my dad.
Oh, all right.
Oh, no.
I'll just cut all that out. Don't worry about it.
You're officially a 54-year-old townie. Hey,
Oh, yeah, I'm swollen like Johnny Depp's
let me ask you a
pipes.
question, Jordan. Do you compare winter temperatures to a witch's tit? 'Cause-
Or a well digger's ass.
Hillary's heart, actually. It's Hillary's heart.
Oh, that's a new one. You're right.
So,
Hey, with her being alive, at least we know her heart's more secure than her email.
Ooh, topical!
oh, man.
We just lost all of our listens, just so you know.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the goal of this episode was to sabotage the whole show. And if
They tapped out like my heart. Oh, yeah.
oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Well, I didn't mean to really savage, because I'm savage.
It's good that,
How dare the Ultimate Warrior live longer than I do?
Jimmy Superfly Snooker murdered his girlfriend. Oh, yeah.
I'm really sad that Muhammad Ali's dead, because now I can't watch him and Michael J. Fox have a shaking contest.
Or them compete for roles as the bartender in the new James Bond movie. Just so you can see the sigh of their relief when he says shaking, and he's like, oh, thank God you weren't getting it stirred even if you asked.
I can't believe we went right back to Muhammad Ali.
I'm just curious, if Michael J. Fox and Muhammad Ali played Operation, neither would win. They would just make a dubstep song.
We're like an alcoholic leaving a bar, man. You get right to the door and you're like, no, I got one more Ali joke in me. I got one more. Hold on. Let's get one for the road.
I heard he was a great abstract artist.
He's like Jackson Pollock, but a little more punchy.
Anytime he handed you a soda, you hated him a little bit and felt guilty about it.
For the longest time, people just thought he was like an epic prankster.
All of his children had shaken baby syndrome.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Terrible babysitter. Terrible babysitter.
Great rattle. Didn't we do this already once?
I think we did.
Didn't he play the maracas in one of those mariachi bands?
I'm pretty confident all this is going to get cut out because we already covered all of these jokes.
It was just cool to end the way we began, which is as assholes.
Oh boy,
Yep,
we're
always.
terrible human beings.
Always.
I say that every episode, but I feel like every episode we like try to do a little bit worse.
Oh, hold on. I mean, kids have progeria and Jesse go.
No, I'm sorry. These progeria jokes get real old real quick.
Oh, boy. Oh.
Oh, there's a lot of turtle-looking children around.
They do look like turtles. or the
Good old Slowski over here.
Jesus Christ.
Turns out the Roswell crash was just a school bus full of progeria kids. On their way to Maury.
Oh, gotta end the show now. And
just put it out of its misery.
Oh boy. So this has been episode number 19 of Misguided Musings,
which is like 37 for progeria.
You're my prime with that.
I thank God that I can't hear Matt's jokes. I can't tell what's worse, Matt's jokes or now Matt sounds like Skrillex.
No, he's gone back to the bounty hunter that Princess Leia dresses up as in Star Wars. So you can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Misguided Musings. You can follow us all on Twitter at Musing Podcast. I am at J_K_Oster. Christian is at Bastard Prophet. Jesse is at African J. That's H African J. And Matt is at An Eclectic Taste.
At Bastard Prophet.
I just said that, at Bastard Prophet.
Nope, you said.
All right, well,
again.
it sucks to be you. You're at a Bastard Prophet now, and I'm going to tell.
At Bastard Prophet.
Whatever. At a Bastard Prophet.
Bastard Prophet.
At a Bastard
At Bastard Prophet.
I'm making that Twitter handle, at a Bastard Prophet.
I'm going to fucking kill him.
So, thank you for joining us this episode, and if you made it through all of the progeria jokes and the shaking jokes at the end, we applaud you for your effort.
I thought you said you weren't even going to leave those in, buddy.
Why were we so mean to progeria kids?
I mean, Jesus Christ, we've already started. Jesse interrupted the ending with the progeria shit. What am I supposed to do? Yeah, exactly.
Well, if you don't leave it in, you don't get progeria kids. That's what happens.
Leave it in like Santoro. Or wait, what was it? I
Just move on.
I messed up the last one.
I think Tom's gonna kill himself.
Edit out that name.
Tom's gonna sit in his bathtub while recording this and just drop a toaster in and be done.
I think that's called soaking.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We apologize that you had to go through that with us, and it's not going to get any better from here, folks.
Sandusky, that's what I meant to say. Leave it in like Sandusky. Fuck yeah, I got it right.
The preceding presentation has been brought to you by the Gere Network.
Ooh, yeah, it's the Macho Man here. Yeah, talking to you, yeah, from, beyond the realm of spectrum. Yeah, all the other greats are, Dusty Rhodes is over there, Roddy Piper right over there. I got Balls and Axel right over there, and we're around the radio. Yeah, radio in our faraway land, so we can listen to you, talking wrestling on Gere Network. We want to hear JC talk about wrestling. We want to hear who he's interviewing, some of these young up-and-comers. I want to hear what they're about, and I want to hear them talk about how much of an inspiration the Macho Man really was for them. Dig it. I dig it. Wow, freak out. I'm doing a commercial. Right here, Gere Network, talking wrestling. Listen in, as that Perez guy would say. Dig it.
The Talking Wrestling Podcast, every 2 weeks through SummerSlam, here on the Gere Radio Network.